again. It's me, Shelly. If you are new here, welcome. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. If you're an existing subscriber or you've watched many other videos, thank you so much. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Regardless, I hope you guys subscribe. I hope you guys stick around. We're doing part 2 of the ColourPop Dream Big Eyeshadow Vault. Comes with monochromatic palettes of 9 colors each. Part 1 was a video with these 3 palettes, so feel free to check that out if you haven't already. Today, I'm going with the remaining of it. So if you want to see how any of these palettes turned out on a lady of a certain age who's not a makeup artist, who frankly is not an Instagram model, who's not young and perfect and flawless and filming with filters, if you want to see how a lady of a certain age puts together several different looks with all these crazy monochromatic eye color palettes, then stick around. All right, as I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna do 3 more looks with this Dream Big Vault palette from ColourPop, but I thought since we're doing this ColourPop thing over the last video and this video, I would actually just do a full face of ColourPop. So I'll show you what I've got on my face already, just for fun. I've got the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid as a primer, followed by the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. Felt like that didn't quite give me quite as much coverage in some of my problem areas, so I used the No Filter sticks. It's just to kind of in certain areas where I thought I might need a little extra coverage. And periodically, I'm probably gonna go back in as I do my looks with the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Creamy Concealer as well. This, I think it does pretty good, but I tend to get a little darkened through here. So especially as I clear off my makeup or clear off my eyeshadow between looks, I'm going to end up probably going back in with just the areas where I end up getting a little darker and I don't know, more discoloration. So I've got that on my face as well. Then for a little bit of a bronzer, I use the ColourPop. This should be from the Going Coconuts collection. I think it is what it is. This one's called Coconut Beach. So I've got that color as a little bit of a bronzer. Doesn't smell like coconut or anything else. And then I have one of the Disney Princess Midnight Masquerade collection. This is actually called Enchanted Mirror. So I have a little bit of that on my cheeks. Kind of a pretty little brightener. What else do I have? As far as lips, I have the ColourPop Lippy Pencil, shade Another Round. That's the lip liner that I have. And then I also have one of the Lippy Luxe Glass lip glosses. This is in the shade Come Through, and it's just kind of a warmer neutral. It feels pretty good on my lips. Brows, I have the Brow Boss Duo, which comes with a double-ended pencil. It's got the pencil and the spoolie on one end, and then the clear gel. Right now, everything that I have on my face is actually ColourPop, and I do have the hyaluronic acid setting spray to go on the very end. One, I admit I've already dipped into because I liked it. One I think I'll like, and the other one I'm scared to death. The 3 that I have today, we've got the Aha Honey, which is a lot more of a yellow. Yeah, not that it's not more of a yellow, it is yellow. Then we have Main Squeeze, which just looks very pretty and fun and watermelon-y. Strawberry Shortcake. If you guys remember Strawberry Shortcake, of course you do because you're all ladies of a certain age. And the last one is It's My Pleasure, and it looks like this. And I love this palette. I've used this before already. I gotta be honest, the one thing about this Dream Big Vault is I wish it had Lilac You a Lot. I would have liked that more than It's My Pleasure because I already had It's My Pleasure. Maybe I'll put it in a giveaway just because I liked it. Okay, because I'm familiar with it, I'm gonna start with It's My Pleasure. Look number 1 done with It's My Pleasure. This look is pretty dramatic for a date night. I am all for it. I'm all in. There are enough colors in here that you could actually put together a very simple, fast, easy look. I didn't use every single color in here. The only color in here that gave me a little bit of a surprise that I wasn't really keen on is this shimmer right here. I don't know if it's a Super Shock. This one right here is called Mr. Sandman. And what I don't love about it is that I feel like it gave me a lot of texture on my eyelids. And as a lady of a certain age, I don't need any help with that. But aside from that, I love this palette. Like I said, I've used it one other time. I don't know that I used exactly those same colors. In fact, this look, I think I only didn't dip into one of them, 1 or 2 of them. I think, well, no, 3 of them. I guess I used 6 out of the 9 shadows in this particular look, which is probably a little bit of overkill, but I had a good time with it. So I am going to take this part off and I'm going to come back with a palette that I'm really, really terrified to use. And I'm not sure that we're going to come up with something, but I'm going to try. So I'll be right back. Okay. I don't even know where to start, but I'm going to try to gather my thoughts. I thought, well, you know what? Maybe this is going to look better on than it does in here because I've seen people do yellow eyeshadow and it looks really pretty. So I thought, well, maybe I'll be surprised by this palette. And as I was opening it up and beginning the process, I thought, you know what? These colors, some of these colors actually would make a really nice like pop of color with some other look. There's some shadows in this palette. Some of these would actually make a pretty good pop of color in a different look. Like if you were gonna do an all blue but wanted to throw in a pop of yellow, or a purple with a pop of yellow, or a green with a gradient to yellow. I think this is a nice like supplemental palette to do one single look from this color story. Lady of a certain age. I mean, I guess, you know what? The more I look at it, the more I'm better with it. But when I first put it on, I thought, oh my God, I look jaundiced. This is not a healthy look. Pros about the glitter, it saved this look for me because the glitter has more orange and more warmer tones to it. On one hand, the glitter was like, oh yeah, okay, now I could leave the house if I were gonna leave the house. On the flip side of that, I now have glitter all over. And I know when I go to take this off to do my last look, I'm gonna end up with glitter all over. The gold glitter is just gonna stick with me for a while. But I'm gonna do my best to get this taken off. When I was first putting it on there, I was like, oh, this is a disaster. But the more I look at it, there's something, it's like that orange, you know? The orange the other day really kind of took me by surprise. This one I'm starting to warm up to, and it's 100% that glitter. I'm gonna probably play with this in the future, but I think that this is gonna be one that I gravitate towards when I need a pop of something completely unexpected, or it's going to go with a creative look. I might dip into this a little bit more. As far as a go-to palette, not really my jam. With that being said, I'm going to take all this off and I'm going to come back in with one more palette. See you in a minute. All right, still got quite a bit of fallout from the gold glitter everywhere, so I apologize if that looks a little crazy. All right, well, main squeeze is done, and I don't have anything bad to say about it. The one thing that was surprising about this palette is these colors are super pigmented. Like when I first put in what I thought was going to be one of the lighter colors, this one right here, it went on so bold and so pigmented, and I was like, oh, apparently I'm buffing today. I do have a lot of glitter on my face, and a lot of glitter on my face from that middle look. Half tempted to put on more glitter, just in the center. But I think it's kind of pretty right now, and so I'm just dealing with the glitter fallout. And you know what? My husband's gonna say, what have you been doing all day? Playing with your magic fairy dust. Out of these 3 palettes from today, this one right here, It's a Pleasure, was an absolute pleasure. No issues with that at all. This main squeeze, you know, sometimes I would have been like, oh, do you really want to do red? And to me, this like reads red. And I think maybe I'm just getting more used to doing color because now it doesn't bother me so much. It's not as, I don't think it's as flattering as this one was. I think this one was just slightly more flattering on my skin. But this is fine. It's kind of fun. It's different. And I don't look like a demon, I don't think. This one, I'm still feeling like I looked a little jaundiced, and I don't know that that is necessarily a look that I would go for. I think there's some potential in here. I think that the gold, this shade right here, which was very, very bold. I mean, it was almost like an antique gold maybe, or something. I don't even know what to call it. I thought that was actually a really beautiful color, and I think it had some potential. I don't know what it needs, but this palette, I'm not in love with. I did come up with a look that I was like, okay, not as flattering as say this one, but maybe it's because I'm just used to wearing darker eyeshadow higher up, and when I had the yellow, it just made that hooded eye really kind of project a little bit more. In final retrospect of these 3 plus these 3, you know what? For $55 for 6 palettes, I think not only do they make good standalone palettes if you're going to do something fun, I think the only thing that, I wished is that this one was the Lilac You A Lot palette instead. I think that the whole kit, if you pair it with Going Coconuts, then you have like everything you could possibly need, and it's just a lot of fun colors, and it was actually really fun to play with. I would love to do a video where you take this in with each one of the other ones to see what you can kind of come up with that yellow. That might be kind of fun. It seems time consuming, but it could be fun. In case you guys have forgotten, I am not sponsored, I'm not affiliated, I'm not endorsed, I get nothing in PR, I'm not a monetized channel. We're just playing, we're just having fun with makeup. I don't profess to be a makeup artist. I don't profess to even know what I'm doing. I probably don't have any business being up here. Ladies of a certain age, we want to know, is our money spent here? Can we get away with this? Can we get away with stepping out of our comfort zone a little bit? And if this inspires you at all to play, now's the time to play. Play with color. Play with color and have fun, and just remember, at the end of the day, it just washes off. It's just makeup. It's not that serious. We need a break from all the serious right now, and I hope you guys see that too. So, you guys, with that, I am going to wish you guys a fantastic afternoon, evening. You guys are going to get this Friday evening, more than likely. So, have a great weekend. What are you going to do this weekend? I'd love to know. I'd love to know how you're occupying your time. Do you have a regular routine yet? Are you getting up and doing what you have to do and making the best of a situation? Until my next video, bye for now. Part of me looks at, honey, and goes, nuh-uh, honey.